Good morning and g'day, mate, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, Jetty, and of course we have the wonderful Mr. Icarus here with me today. And today, well, we're continuing off, you know, with our grand Dyson Sphere project, because we have one hell of a sun with just a few solar sails around it, but our Dyson shell is a little bit poor. Our ring has served us well. Our ring has definitely produced significant power, and I do love the fact that we're inside the orbit, but I feel like it's a bit of a time for an upgrade. So, a couple of things I need to cover is, in case you have missed it, okay, I'm cutting down the episodes. We were doing an episode every day. I'm cutting out 2 days a week, okay? It's Dyson Spheres got to the point where, you know, things are taking a little bit longer, especially quite recently, where we went out to Mr. Woodbridge, and we went to the water world. And basically I spent a whole episode, about two and a half hours, just outposting one little planet. Well, I think it was an hour and a half. But water worlds are generally void of a lot of materials. As the series continues, I'm going to have more and more outposting. I'm going to have to do more and more conquering of new planets. And I do want to highlight them, but by the same token, I don't want to spend a whole episode doing so. So, I need to cut back the videos a little bit. On top of that, with us going to the water world, setting up spinnerform. Spinnerform has meant, hang on, let's go, nope, F for the friggin' handcrafting menu. Now we have spinnerform, we've been able to make carbon nanotubes. We've made a whole heap of carbon nanotubes. Carbon nanotubes have led into the frame materials. Frame materials have led into the Dyson Sphere components. The Dyson Sphere components have led into the small carrier rockets, which means if we wander over here and we look at this pretty building, we have almost, let's just set that down. Oh, it's filling up. Okay, we have a full load of small carrier rockets ready to go. So, I want to do a few things this episode. I want to change over our sphere design, something a little bit more power-centric. At the same time, I do want to go and look at our tech tree. Now, our tech tree, we did last episode, complete our North Pole. Complete our North Pole, the science hub, and had it up and running. So, it does mean I want to go into the upgrades tab. I want to pick some upgrades. First thing we're going to do is actually the mechanical frame. It's an older research. It is not part of the infinite tech, but I've been waiting to grab that one because when we make ourselves move 2 meters a second faster, I also want to have the drones move a little bit faster. So, I'm going to want to grab, not that one, that one, which is 8,000 packs. It's really expensive. So, before we grab that one, we're going to grab some little cheap ones. We're going to unlock the more power, more battery. Yes, more battery for Icarus. At the same time, we're going to grab this one, which will let us charge Icarus a little bit faster. It's only 4,000 packs. It's a cheap one. We're going to come over here and we're going to grab 2 extra drones because, well, more drones equals better. Then we'll finally upgrade to 8,000 packs for the drones to go a little bit faster because I want to make sure the drones move faster than me at all times. It just makes construction faster and easier. It means if I'm moving, the drones have the ability to catch up to me. On top of that, infinite tech-wise, I really want to grab the logistics carrier engine. It's going to do a couple of things. It's going to upgrade our drone speed. Now, I can't remember what the drone speed is originally, but you get 50% on the original drone speed. I think it's about 6 meters per second, so each time we do this research, we'll get about 3 meters per second from memory. I could be wrong. I can't honestly remember. I do know when it comes to logistics vessel speed, they start off with a speed of 600 meters per second, and then we get 50% of that, so every single time we do this research, we're going to get about 300 meters per second for the logistics, the logistics vessels. On top of that, it doesn't mention it here, but it also upgrades their light speed. I want to go with 0.03 light speed for every single time we do this research. I want to do that research at least once. The other one we're going to be doing an awful lot of is the veins utilization. At the moment, every single time we dig one ore out of the ground, we use 0.73 ore. We remove 0.73 ore from the patch. The best way of looking at that is for every 100 ore that actually goes onto a belt, I'm moving 73.4 ore out of the patch, okay? Weird rounding and everything else like that. But if I upgrade this, it's going to take 6% off that number, which is around about a 5 point something reduction, which should bring us down to like 68%. And then each time I do this, it's going to keep going up. I'm going to keep consuming less and less ore out of the ground, which means less and less outposting, which I'm definitely a fan of. At the same time, we also upgrade the mining speed. The mining speed is going to keep going up and up and up. And then the last one I might as well get is the ray transmission efficiency, because, well, it's okay, but we are making a 30% loss. 30% loss on all the power we pull out our Dyson Sphere. If I upgrade this a few times, we can get that way lower, like down to 5%, with plenty of research. So that is 7 items into our research queue. That's going to take us just a moment. In the meantime, I want to do a couple of things. First thing I want to do is go back to our cannons, and I want to stop putting sails on the belts. Okay, want to do that for a couple of reasons. One, because we're about to destroy the ring that's there, and our lovely ring will turn into more sails, and those more sails are going to need to go somewhere. Hopefully into our new Dyson structure. On top of that, we do have 6,000 antimatter right here, and over here we have 1,900, almost 1,900 antimatter fuel rods. So we have plenty of antimatter currently, which is good because I'm about to delete everything. Yes, I'm going to come in here. We have 2.55 gigawatts total. Let's turn off run game for a minute. We've got a layer 2. Turn off that so I don't have to see it. And if I just quickly delete this, you can see that they all get turned into more and more sails. Okay, with all that deleted, we can see that hopefully, yes, we get a power boost. Okay, yes, it turns out that the sails are much more efficient at producing power. The catch is pretty big catch if you ask me. Sails have a limited lifetime. See, look at all those sails around the outside. The sails have a limited lifespan. We can see they are 9,000 seconds. So, yes, I want to have a Dyson Sphere structure that we're going to fill in with. Actually, let's just bring this up really quickly. Turn this off so I can demonstrate. So what I want to do is I want to have 3 points. I need 3 points so we can have a structure. And then I can come in here and I can click this button, and then we're going to launch rockets in here, rockets in here, rockets in here. That'll build the 3 frames, and then the center we will actually fill with sails. In this case, it's going to be 300 sails for that one, 332 for that one, and 338 for that one. Don't ask me on the maths. The maths is special. We're just going to leave that there. But I want to design something a little bit more extravagant, a little bit more grandeur. So, with that said, I'm going to put in a cut right now. I'll see you guys in a sec after I do a little bit of design work. So, after a little bit of design work, the rockets have been launched. We've got a new design. Now, look, I heard from a grand master of advertising that Skywriting was a forgotten art. It was something that used to happen all the time, but now with billboards and apps and mobiles and push marketing, don't forget your email subscriptions. Skywriting is just it's a forgotten art form. But I heard it was very, very effective. So we've decided that with, you know, a very large ball of sun, which I can't find. Ball of light over there. I decided I'd take a leaf out of the books of the great masters before me, and we'd have just a tiny bit of skywriting, just a tiny bit. We can bring up the Y menu, and as you can see, we've gone the skywriting approach. You know, something subtle and easy to remember. Trying to keep the message as short as possible, because it turns out actually writing on a sun, super hard to do. In case you were curious, really giant pain in the butt. But I'm pretty sure that we kept the message as short and concise as possible, and I'm really hoping that it portrays the message that we're trying to get across. Yes. So, with that out of the way, there's a couple of things I want to do. First off, I want to look at our rocket silos. So, our rocket silos are launching. They are happy, but we need 11,000 rockets to launch. Good news, I have 1,000 here, or 10,000 here. I just need another 1,000. So we just need 1,000 more to get shipped over, and then we'll be set. On top of that, we are launching rockets at a pretty alright pace. If we bring in our production stats, we click on Dyson Sphere, we go with 1 minute production. We're doing 50 structure points per minute, roughly. Well, how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Should be doing a little bit over, but you know, let's go with 50 points per minute. I'd like things to go a little bit faster. Always would like things to go faster. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on here and we're going to import just a few rocket silos. Remote demand, set that to 0. At the same time, we should probably find out how our spheres, how our ray receivers are doing, because although we've turned off launching and sales, they're just burning through whatever's left. I do have excess production in the Dyson Sphere now, the Dyson Swarm, because, well, all the sales got converted. So we're going to also grab some ray receivers. I just need like 1 or 2, but unfortunately, due to the way Dyson Sphere handles mass shipping, I'm going to probably end up with 100. So we want those. I want a remote demand, and then I'm just going to slide that to 0. The other thing I need is... that's probably it. Yeah, they're probably the 2 things. Actually, no, I want foundations. I want foundations. Because we're a little bit short on... are we not? 316. You know what? We'll just have a 10,000 lot of foundations too, please. And set that to 0. Okay, so now I just wait for ships to get here. Actually, that's the first ship coming in right now. Yes, okay, so I have 10 of those, 100 of those, and 100 of those. A little bit more than I wanted, but you know, like I said, Dyson Sphere has a shipping minimum. A minimum amount that they'll ship at any one time, which happens to be 100, so we're just going to move on. Now, we might also notice that power has gone to poopies. Power has gone to poopies because... oh, power. We started firing a lot of rockets. Okay, we might need to have 1 more delivery come in, and that may be... quickest way to fix power. That's the quickest way to fix power. Demand. Okay, so with that and that in route, first thing we're going to do is we're going to obviously fix our power problem by setting up some more rocket silos, because I hear that is a great way of fixing small little power issues. So I want to have another rocket silo right about here. I'm going to bring that belt in, and then we'll add a sorter there to there to there. Now, the devs have said blueprints are coming soon. Blueprints should be here within a month, which, 1, I'm really excited about. 2, I'm really excited about. 3, I'm super excited about. Main reasons I'm super excited about it is it means something like this, where I'm rotating the building every single time. I could just make 2 of them with the power pole in the middle, and then I could just copy the whole lot, power pole included, and it would just make this sort of build way easier to deal with. Yeah. Now, obviously, I am definitely improving our power situation. I'm not at all causing future issues for future JD to work out. It's alright. What we're going to do is we're just going to burn a gas giant into some power plants, and that will probably fix our problem. Hopefully. These do need a significant amount of power, so maybe it won't. We'll find out. We'll find out. Okay, so that should get all of those 0. Did I forget to set a filter? I forgot to set a filter. Okay, filter. I will have... actually, I'm just going to... I think we're going to have another 100 ship over. Okay. Oh yeah, power's going great. Alright, so... I just need to see a rocket come out of the last one. If I see a rocket come or in the last one. Yeah, there's rockets in the last one. Okay, so they're all set up, ready to go. We need to find a bit of clear building space. It looks like that's where we're going to go. And I need to attempt to fix the power problem. Now, first way I'm going to do that is with a touch of foundation. Because, well, I hate the rocks. The rocks really, 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 really get to me. So we're just going to, you know... make sure that there are no rocks on the terrain. At the same time, my soil pile should go up by a somewhat considerate amount. Yeah. And I'm technically not ruining the planet because I'm using clear foundations. Like, you can't see them. But I am making sure the ground is level. I could do the same with lots of buildings, but, you know, sometimes it's just easier to foundation up the world. Alright, we're going to need power, which will come from here to there, to there, to there. Alright, that's definitely going to make the power situation worse, but that's okay. We're going to throw in 10 of those. We're going to request in some hydrogen, remote demand, and they're already flying. That's a good sign. We're going to bring a belt out of there carrying hydrogen, and I'm just going to make the belt reasonably long. And your friend is also going to do hydrogen. And my plan is, it's a complicated plan, okay? It's going to require a lot of attention to be paid, because you may need to repeat this on your own, and it would help if you paid attention in class the first time around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a thermal power plant with a sorter. And then I'm just going to drag this out as long as I possibly can, which turns out is about there. Can I walk closer? No, out of range. Okay, I can walk to there. After that is built, come on, there we go. I'm going to drop those in place, okay? The very next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our thermal generator. I'm going to put it on the other side of the belt. Cool. The next thing I'm going to do, and this is where things are going to get really complicated, is I'm going to grab another thermal generator and put in a second line, and then a third... Oh, what? Somebody put a belt in the way? Hang on. Nope, there we go. A third line, and a fourth line, and a fifth line, sixth line, seventh line, lack of item. Okay, we're going to go with that many lines. Actually, nope, I'm going to add one more over here by stealing from the top row. They're off by a tile! No! No, we must fix this. Fix this crime. Okay. And needs foundation. Really? I move you one tile over and now you complain? Okay. Cool. So, all we need to do is we need to make sure that all of them, none of them say no fuel. If they say no fuel, they're not getting fuel fast enough, which means either we boo-booed something or they're pulling fuel off the belt faster than they can feed the one behind them, which is also entirely possible. We want to go back to the North Pole. We want to... Oh, it's set to 0. Okay, well, if it's set to 0, that sort of makes sense. Let's go to this tower then, and we're going to set you to do power those. Remote demand. Yep, you're now going to 100 on the way as well. They're not quite all powered up. Okay, it looks like here is the maximum length. Maybe... no, it looks like it's actually here. Okay, so we're going to remove that. So, for those that were paying attention to class, you can now, down the comment section, answer exactly how many power plants that is, because that seems to be... Oh no, it's stacking up now. It's stacking up now. Oh, okay, it seems to be that plus one more row is the correct amount that you can feed off a single 30 belt of hydrogen. I want to grab that one from the back, and then we drag. And then you now know, for your own playthrough, exactly how many thermal power plants you can feed from one belt of hydrogen. Which means, when you're short of power, you can then do some quick maths and work out that each one of these does 2.16 megawatts, and you can very quickly work out exactly how much power you can pop down quickly and efficiently from clear, thank you, from one single thingamajiggy bob. Input what? Oh, okay, fine. What we're going to do is we're going to remove that. We're going to drag you back to there. Alive with other objects. Okay, so it turns out we're going to build these every second one. That one down on that one. That one. Good old curvature of the planet has come and ruined our fun again. Okay, which probably means I can make this row longer. Grab that one, drag it out. 2 deep. Actually, if I put it over here instead. Haha! Haha! Have we done? We want to put spacing to start with. Okay. Is power 108%? We're getting there. We're getting there. You've still got hydrogen left. Okay, we've still got hydrogen left. Alright, in that case, let's drag another belt of hydrogen out here. We'll make the cardinal sin of building... actually, no, we should be fine building this direction. That one, plus that one, plus that one, plus lack of item. Did I order in more? I feel like I should have ordered in more. Remote command. Yep, you got a shipment on the way. Power going great. Oh, look, we're 80%. 80% power. Ha! 84%. 88%. Yeah, we're fine on power. You know what that means? Which way's the North Pole? That way. That way. I see some giant rockets on the horizon. It means that obviously we didn't put down enough rocket silos to start with. That's my takeaway. So, we're going to come to here. We're going to take that belt of rocket parts. We're going to just route it around to here. We shall take a rocket silo and drop it there. Seems to be the logical location. Sure, I'll even let you do some straight belt. Sorter. There to there. Power pole. There. Cool. And how many rockets we're up to? We're up to 1,000 already. So at the rate we're going, we should probably be done in like 2 episodes time. Which should be good. Which should be good because it does mean that as soon as I have, or actually, do I have? No, we're launching faster than I'm making them. The idea is that as soon as we have as soon as the rocket is finished on this planet, I can do a couple of things. One, I can pack up all these silos. This is one of the reasons I'd really like to have blueprints ready, because it does mean as we continue through the series, we can set up a launching station, okay? We can pop out to a new planet in a new system, and we can just say, look, I want to have, you know, 10,000 rockets launched, and ship out 10,000 rockets, plug in half a dozen of the launching silos, and walk away and not have any more rockets get shipped out. They just get shipped from the home world out to our destination, and then we ship out exactly the amount of rockets we need, and then walk away. And then the problem shall self-sort itself. It shall build itself over time, and we are not going to end up with a ridiculous amount of surplus rockets on all sorts of different planets. Okay, power is back to Poopy Land. Cool, because it now means hopefully my hydrogen power plants have arrived. We built them this direction somewhere. Nope. We'll find them. We'll find them. Don't worry about it. Also gives me an excuse to just, you know, grab some more soil pile along the way. I somehow went around circles. Okay, JD and coordination and directions, whole different thing. That's it, I'm out of that. Okay, so... Haha! That's our small power plant. Which I have you know, still has plenty of hydrogen left over, shipped in from our local gas giant. So we were going to add those on there, and those on there, and those on there, and I think I can disconnect that. Yeah, I can definitely disconnect that from those power poles. There to there to there. That can go away as well. 21. Okay. That tile? Just one tile? Oh, it's flashing blue occasionally. 97% satisfaction? No! We must have more. We must. Aha! Hey! First research done. We now move a little bit faster. What? Oh, I need to grab it from the end. Yes. Okay, I'm going to put those in there. Those in there. And those in there. And power sorted. Come on, game. You can do it. You can do it. Just a little bit more hydrogen on this belt. A little bit more. I might have maxed it out. Okay. In that case, we will bring a second belt of hydrogen along to here, and I'll just sideload it. And hopefully that fixes the problem. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, the problem is this sorter is trying to feed this one and this one and this one and this one. You can see where the problem happens. I have hydrogen. I do have hydrogen. Have hydrogen. Nope. Have hydrogen. Did you just eat 100 hydrogen? Wow. Okay. Yeah, they're all running. Okay, and power load 94%. We're set. We're fine. We're perfect. We're good to go. Okay. So with that out of the way, how are our rockets going? Our rockets are going fast. We're at 1500 already. Why are we flying up? Okay, sure. It was the hot thermals. The hot thermals took us up and above. Okay, so with many rockets all firing in, we'll call that a sync. Yes, many rockets firing. And if we zoom out a little bit, we're making a mess of rockets. Yes, that is my official distinction. Oh yeah, yeah. There's rockets going out in every different direction. At the same time, we have definitely completed some parts of the sphere. So as we can see, this one is completed on its rockets. It's got all 140 out of 140. At the same time, it already has 345 cells. Now, cells are solar cells. At the same time, there's 117, 116 on their way. So this is the blue sails that you can see are coming from our most outmost ring. So they're starting from this point, and they are sailing with the sails right the way across the sphere and joining into all these different nodes. So we have this one, which is down to 106, which will actually complete it out. This one, which has 120 on the way. Now, 120 is the max they can call in at a time. But it's not the max they receive per second, because as you can see, there's obviously a bit of travel time. The way the game works is it finds 120 sails that it really likes, and it calls them across. I believe it actually grabs the oldest ones first. I believe. In saying that, we deleted this ring. So technically the sails that are in this ring are brand new, whereas all the ones in here are technically older. Technically. These ones in here are going to decay. At the moment, we're losing sails for two reasons. One is decay, and one is they're joining and becoming part of our brand new Skywriting Dyson Sphere. But yes, the max they can call across at any one time is 120, which is good and bad. The fact that it's 120 is a decent number. The bad thing is the travel time. Yeah. Alright. But yes, as we can see, as we're completing out these nodes, like that has 90 out of 90, that is completely full of structure points. It just needs to have the sails come across. This one is 0, so it has no rockets so far. That one's 150, 150. Where's somebody? There's somebody with rockets. So we have 110 rockets here, 17 on the way of the 230 it requires, and at the same time, we have 105, 106 sails already allocated to come here. But yes, due to my slightly insane launching speed, we're going to be done with the rocket half well before we're done with the sail half. Just because of the time they take. That, and like there are some nodes like this one that need 2,500 sails. I have no idea how the maths work. Like that one needs 888. That needs 700. That needs 900. 900. 1,200. 1,500. That has a nice... Well, it had. Yes. You can see right here, this little tail of sails that are slowly wandering in. I can't really get... Yeah. There's this tiny tail of sails that are coming in through the port. That's only... actually, that I've completed out. There's another one right there. That's also bringing in sails very, very quickly. So, really? Are you done? Yeah, you're basically done. Yeah, yeah. So we're launching rockets very, very quickly. We're making a mess of the planet. As you can see, we're also stealing cells out of our outside ring first. Now, if we go out of there, go into production, we can see that we're consuming, it doesn't say how, 440 cells per minute. At the same time, we are making 11 per minute. That's because there's old data from us deleting things. There we go. Okay. We are consuming 900 cells per minute. We are making cell points, okay? So that is the actual, they're joining into the Dyson framing, the Dyson Sphere, the sub-to-jetty skywriting. 400 are going into that structure per minute, which means that I have 600 that are dying off. The cells are too old, they're dying off, they're decaying. At the same time, we're doing somehow 200 rockets per minute. Yup. Yeah, we're gonna have this done in no time. In fact, where are we up to? Yeah, 2,500. I think. Hang on, 2.5, which means I need 7.5, 8.5. I have, in theory, when this ship gets here, 7.5. So I'm just like a thousand short. But after I get one more 1,000 delivered across and sitting in here, then we've finished this structure. As for 2.77, okay, let's go double check where you guys are up to, because you were at 2.9, but we have a lot of cells decaying. Yeah, we're down to, we're asking for 2.9, and the Dyson Sphere only has 2.76. This number is going to keep going down as cells decay, and also as cells are absorbed into the logo, the signage, the everything. Okay, so with that said, I think this is where we're going to end today's episode. I'm pretty happy. We got something significant done. It does mean in the next episode, I think we're ready to start doing some serious upgrades around home base. Yeah, there's not really enough for me to fly through just yet. Like I can see that's D, therefore that's J. That's a something. That's all rubbish. But yeah, we're oh, actually no, we could probably go look at one of these that are absorbing very, very quickly. I still this game is so pretty. Okay, slow down, Icarus. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Autosave slow you right the way down. Okay. Yes, Icarus is now flying. Come on. Come on. Okay. As you can see, cells are being... Hang on, let's rotate. That's the button I'm looking for. Cells are now being absorbed into this node. Can I even guess which node this is? It has a straight bit, it has a down bit. It's... Why? Straight bit, down bit. The jetty is to my right. This bit? Maybe 14 sails? I think that's a bit more than 14 sails. Accelerate. Accelerate. Get some distance. Wrong button. Okay, that's a complicated shape beside a complicated shape beside a... I have no idea. I think it might be that one. I think. Or maybe it's the U. Is it that part of the U? That has 0 sails. Must be that part. I must be looking at things upside down. That's entirely possible too. Yes, I'm looking at everything upside down. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. So it's the right side of the U. Haha. It's that one right there. So yes, as we can see, there are many, many sails coming into this node. And if I waste a warp, too much. Okay. Yes, if we have a look, this is definitely absorbing sails very, very quickly. Rockets are here, there, and everywhere. Actually, there's rockets coming straight into that node right there. Yeah, we're definitely building out this fairly quickly. But next episode, I think we're going to be home, whichever direction home is, and we're gonna do some upgrades back at home base. But with all that said, I'm going to end today's episode here after wafting on for far too long. Because look, the game is so pretty. It's a pretty game. It's a pretty game. Anyway, like I said, wafting on. I will thank you guys for watching. As always, I will chat to you guys in the next episode. We will duck home. We'll do a few small upgrades back at the home base. And with all that said, I will see you guys in the very next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you then. All right, bye.